Hey guys, this is Matt Core from Ctrl+Paint.com, and today I'm going to change up the format a little bit because there's a lot of talk about art school. I get a lot of emails asking me about which school you might want to attend. Well, since I know some of you out there probably can't afford art school, I want to remind you that a lot of the stuff you learn, you don't really learn at art school. So let's just take a look at the stuff that's on Ctrl+Paint. It is a site that has an animated intro. Well, I did not learn about animation at college. If you even take another step back, it is a website. I've never taken a course on web design. I'm teaching you guys all about digital painting. Well, at art school, I really didn't focus much on digital painting. I studied comic books and learned a lot about drawing. Well, let's take one big step even further backwards. It is simply a website where I teach. But I've never taken a course that explained to me how to teach someone. Some people go to college just to learn about how to be a good teacher, but I didn't do that. Really, all of these skills I taught myself because I wanted to learn them. That's all there is to it. And there's nothing that stops you from doing the exact same thing. Now, don't get me wrong, art school is great. If you can afford to go, it is a great way to learn about drawing and to be surrounded by artists your own age. But it is not the only way to learn these skills. So when I decided to learn about animation and video editing, I did it because I wanted to make this website just look better. And so as I found out, it's really not that difficult. I understood Photoshop. And then to make animations, it was pretty much just Photoshop's layer palette that you extend out sideways and call that the timeline. You've still got all the layers that you understood from Photoshop, but now they have sort of a time component, so things can change over time. Okay, well that's not that much different. Web design has been a challenge, but I'm not the best web designer in the world. I'm just good enough to make the site that I want to give to you guys. And that was possible because there's so many free resources on the internet to teach me about WordPress and CSS and the stuff that I needed to make the website possible. But the point is, I did not need to go to an expensive web design school to learn the skills. So when it comes to art school, if you can't afford to go, don't worry so much. Because I can tell you from experience, you will not stop learning once you leave art school. You're going to be learning probably your entire life. That's just what artists do. Bottom line, if you have a big, exciting idea, do it. Let Ctrl+Paint be a living example that you don't really need to be totally prepared in order to make something exciting. I did not have the skills I needed to make Ctrl+Paint. I just had the idea. So in order to make the idea happen, I needed to brush up on some new skills. No big deal. Now that I know them, I can do tons of cool other stuff with them. But the point is, Ctrl+Paint was way out of my grasp when I originally thought of it. But that did not stop me. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and give you permission to follow that big, exciting idea that you've got. Don't have the skills for it? I don't care. Learn as you go. It is totally possible, and the internet makes it a lot easier. So good luck, and thanks for coming to Ctrl+Paint.com.